Elevated harmonics can cause all sorts of problems, especially in production lines, where they can cause equipment to malfunction or misbehave and cause production stoppages. Hi, I'm Eric from Alpha Power Solutions, and today I want to talk to you about electrical harmonics because it's a concept that is often misunderstood. The typical systems of electrical distribution system that is affected by elevated harmonics or harmonic levels is overheating of power cables for no apparent reason. Current carrying capability of the cable is correct, but the cable is still overheating. That could be an indication that there is a problem with harmonics. You could have circuit breakers that trip for no apparent reason. They get reset and everything works again. You can have fuses blowing and you replace the fuses and everything works again. Could have unexplained electrical and electronic equipment failures. Could have overheating transformers for no apparent reason. Again, the load on the transformer is well within the design parameters of the transformer, yet it overheats. These are the typical issues that can be experienced when the harmonic levels in the system are elevated. Elevated harmonics can cause all sorts of problems especially in production lines, where they can cause equipment to malfunction or misbehave and cause production stoppages. And then as a result, obviously you have production losses, scrap, and all those unnecessary costs that these companies would incur. They can also cause electronic and electrical failures, again, affecting production and scrap. Harmonics have become a bit of a buzzword that's used out there to explain the failure of electrical equipment when there is no apparent reason. No one's certain of why the equipment is failing. Often these allegations are made without any facts substantiating these symptoms. So identifying or locating harmonics requires quite sophisticated high-speed electrical test equipment that can measure the severity of the problem. And it also, that equipment is then, once you've identified there's a problem, then that same equipment is then needed to find the source of the problem. It requires a rather expensive test equipment and well-trained technicians. It's a very specialized field in the electrical science, and only well-qualified technicians can actually find and solve the problem. Unfortunately, some unscrupulous businesses sometimes use fake claims of harmonics to explain why their equipment is failing, and they don't really can prove that that is the cause. But it's become a bit of a buzzword. It leaves the end user sometimes, confused as to what the real problem is and how it needs to be solved. The unfortunate thing is that, like I said, some of these companies come up with these false claims sometimes to try to worm themselves out of a warranty claim. But yeah, if there's any doubt, customers can contact us and we will gladly assist them. Harmonics are a bit of a buzzword at the moment. It's often used by companies to explain why their equipment has failed prematurely, and sometimes they use these arguments to not having to honor their warranty. Very often, their claims of elevated harmonics are not substantiated by facts. It's just a statement, and it's for me, it is quite strange that people would accept these claims without somebody having to prove that the harmonics are in fact a problem. The only way to find out whether there are elevated harmonics in the system is to record them and locate the source of the harmonics. Harmonics are typically generated by variable speed drives, UPSs, soft starters, all that type of technology. And often it is possible to prevent the harmonics generated by these devices to actually pollute the distribution network of the client. There's all sorts of solutions available. Yes, there is a cost impact, but it is possible to avoid them. And if the system needs a solution to reduce the harmonic level in a distribution network, it is possible to fit passive and active harmonic filters to reduce the harmonic levels to an acceptable level. The idea is not to eliminate the harmonics, it's to make them acceptable, because perfection is expensive and a little amount of harmonics is not a big problem in an industrial application.